because of the life that I had lived before starting the YouTube channel, traveling the world, doing exactly what they wanted to do. And I'll be honest, when I first started my channel, I thought I was going to be speaking to business owners who would then hire me for my services. So I floundered a little bit in the very, very early days because I had no monetization plan in mind. Remember, I was going in with no product or service, no product with my copyright services. Versus maybe you're listening to this and you already have a product.
You not was not working
like,
to download? Not was not working?
Working but very slow because big memory, big data. Because like very high quality, so I need big data.
Video that I'm like,
Once you're ready, we'll take you out again.
videos instead of one.
This time you and me, we wear suits. Button shirt, sexy. And
When?
Huh?
When?
Sunday.
Oh, good.
Maybe my dream clients aren't hanging out.
Sunday I'm wearing suit already.
Huh?
I'm wearing suit.
Let's do it. Come to Wollongong if you can. I get the mic, I get the phone, I get the lighting, everything.
I wish to come, but because of my job.
It's okay, everyone's busy.
Powerful point that listeners can apply.
That's why I ask when you're available.
Not only do you want to know
You tell Thomas, then that's it.
you also say you really want to start to understand their needs. What are their biggest needs? What are their biggest pain points? And also what are their aspirations? Here at the Think Media Podcast, we say the creator who understands will be your best friend. And sometimes this information might be top of mind for us, but I've personally learned, even the longer I do this, that there's still deeper levels to go to have greater empathy, understanding the language people use, understand what keeps them up at night. So if someone's putting together their simple YouTube plan for this year, they're dialing in their needs, they're dialing in their target audience, what's the power of knowing people's problems and ambitions with a fierce level of clarity?
It's everything. And I don't mean just like going to ChatGPT and asking ChatGPT what, the 10 biggest challenges your target audience is experiencing. Well, there might be some great ideas in there that you can expand on. The question I really love to ask is it's kind of like you're digging, like you're a archaeologist and you're excavating what people truly care about. And if I were to ask, I'll use an example of someone from my community. If I were to ask someone from my community, like, what do you want? They would say, I want freedom. And you're like, great. Don't we all, right? Like, freedom? I'm like, yes, we all want time, freedom, money. That's a given. We all want time, freedom, and money. Like, tell me one person who doesn't want one of those three things. And so what you'll get is a lot of that surface level stuff. And then, if you ask the follow-up question, why is freedom important to you? All of a sudden, it's like, oh, well, I just recently had a child and I am coming to the end of my mat leave. And the idea of leaving my newborn at home or at daycare literally feels like death to me. And I want nothing more than to be able to work from home and have the freedom to control my schedule so that I can see my baby grow up. And I just got goosebumps when I said that because all of a sudden it's like, holy shoot. I swear a lot, so I'm like trying to tone it down a little bit. Like, holy cow, oh my gosh, that is what they want. Or I asked another student, like, you want more freedom, why? I want to be able to start a business to show my parents that I actually can do this and they don't need to take care of me anymore and that I don't need their help anymore. And I'm like, oh wow, yeah, totally. Like, you want to prove your parents like right and wrong at the same time, like I told you I got this. And so it's really how you get to those deeper level questions. And I think we all, can talk to aspirations, but the second you get to that next level down, you can start using more anecdotal stories in your content. People listening to that go, oh my gosh, yes, that is what I want. And it just allows you to connect on a deeper level that so much content doesn't do now.
genius question to take it deeper, which brings us to number 3, which is create your content pillars. So what should listeners do on this step?
Great question. So I don't know about you, but like when I start thinking about content creation, it can feel overwhelming, right? Like if I didn't know what I know, and someone said to me, you have to start creating content. Oh, and you have to start creating content on like YouTube. You have to start creating content on Instagram. You have to like, I would be like, where do I start? So something that I teach is this idea of content pillars, and it's almost like you're building a bridge, right? Like your customer is on one side of this raging river, and you're on the other side with something you desperately need, right? And in order to help them get from one side of the river to the other, it's your job to bring them over this bridge that you are building with your content. Now, this river is like raging with self-doubt and objections and insecurities about all the different, things that they could be learning and doing differently, and why are you the right person for them, etc., etc. So I see these content pillars as being the foundation of a bridge that you're building with your audience in order to build trust. They also give you really clear kind of parameters around what you should be talking about and what will ultimately serve your audience. Now, I have screwed this up a few times because, like so many entrepreneurs, I get shiny object syndrome, or someone leaves a comment on a video about something unrelated, and I'm like, yeah, we should do a video on that.
Let me check it.
And I do a video, and then afterwards I'm like,
Let me check.
that's so out of left field, like why are we even
No,
doing
it's
that?
it's.
And while I do think there's a place
She
for
bid twice.
following outside the lines, people follow you and subscribe to your channel because they want more of the same. They want to know you're a trusted source for whatever it is that they came for. And so coming up with your content pillars is really just 5 like buckets or topics that you know your audience will need support with. And that could look like, in my case, it's copywriting, marketing, branding. I also do interviews with entrepreneurs to hear more about like their businesses and their tips. I talk about mindset. And so if something falls out of those 5 categories, I have to seriously audit it and go, is this a little bit out of left field? And every time I've ignored that, views are lower. Or the other end happens where I do a video that gets more views than I want, but with the wrong people. And then you're like, great, I didn't want to get a whole bunch of new subscribers who actually aren't my ideal subscriber anyway.
That's a powerful insight to also consider, not just for structure, not just for building up being the authority in a specific thing, but YouTube can be dangerous because you might feel inspired to talk about something random, or you might tap into posting YouTube shorts or something, which can be the Wild West and kind of going viral for abstract or different types of things. And it can bring some a dopamine rush of vanity metrics. Whoa, look at these views and subscribers this got, but did you get the right subscribers? That's a super interesting question when everyone's chasing growth. How do you try to measure that?
Yeah, I'll be honest, this didn't happen to me on YouTube, but it happened to me on Instagram, where I had a reel go viral that even when I was making the reel, I remember thinking, I hired a content team to help me, which didn't last very long, because I was like, I really just want someone to really help me dial in my short form strategy on Instagram. And I did a video, the whole time I was like, I'm gonna post that video. And boy, it went freaking viral, my followers went up, and if I could just reverse that and literally remove all those new followers, I would have, because the quality of my engagement went down, the quality of the conversations I've been having, my DMs went down. And so, this happens across the board. To your point, I know the vanity metrics are exciting, but you want to be careful not just to not just chase those numbers, because you're going to end up building a channel that you don't even recognize, or a channel that ultimately isn't serving your audience and isn't converting to anything more than maybe some AdSense dollars, but not true, clients or customers who are going to get on your email list and purchase anything from you. And then, how I track it, I don't know. I literally, I try to just recreate content that I know my audience wants, and when something goes, viral with an audience that, it happened on Instagram, it was kind of this wake-up call for me where I'm like, hey, I don't want to color outside the lines like that anymore.
Man, that's a great tip. Okay, so number 4 is research the competition. So if we've defined and selected our niche, determined our target audience, created our content pillars. Now we're gonna research the competition. What would be kind of a process for this? And what would we be looking for? Maybe how much, paint a picture for me, Alex. I said
Yeah.
spend some time as a business owner. I've been hustling all week, so I'm gonna take a couple hours on Saturday morning. Could I do this in a few hours? And what would I be doing during this research session? Every day you wanna start your YouTube channel is another day of missed opportunities and untapped potential. Here's the truth. YouTube reaches more 18 to 49-year-olds than all the cable networks combined. The opportunity is massive, and the Think Media team and I want to help you seize it. I'm excited to announce our YouTube 1K Challenge, a free 5-day event that will give you the exact blueprint to start and grow your YouTube channel in 2025. Whether you're an entrepreneur, business owner, or somebody ready to grow their personal brand, this challenge is your roadmap to success. To register, just go to tube1kchallenge.com. We're going to be doing one training session a day for 5 days, and you're going to learn how to get your first 1,000 subscribers and start earning real income. Insider strategies that make viewers want to click on your videos and keep watching. Multiple different ways to earn money from your YouTube channel, even if you have a small audience, and how to build an authentic personal brand that truly connects with people. But it gets even better. We are giving away prizes every single day of the challenge. You could win professional microphones, lighting kits, and premium content creation software. And during this challenge, you're getting access to the exact training that we offer in our $4,000 coaching program. But you're getting it completely for free, and you can start with just your smartphone. So if you're ready to turn 2025 into your YouTube breakthrough year, go to tube1kchallenge.com to register. That's tube1kchallenge.com, or click the link in the show notes or YouTube description to register for our upcoming challenge.
I think I share this tip with a grain of salt for a couple different reasons. One, the comparison game can be deadly, and if you are using research and researching the competition in comparison as a way to not get started because you're actually thinking, oh my god, I can't do better than this person, or why should I even bother getting started because so-and-so is already doing it, and I hear that all the time. I want to make sure I share that. Researching the competition, it's a slippery slope, and it's once you start researching, all you then see is more content that's just like the area where you want to create content. And if you don't have kind of like ironclad, like, I'm not going to let this like derail me or frustrate me or think, what's the point? Researching the competition is incredibly powerful, and that's really as a way to spot gaps, to see what's working, to read the comment section, and to see where people are asking questions where maybe something was left out. It's honestly, to me, just so helpful because if you YouTube channel in a certain niche, serving a certain audience, and there's other people doing it because surely there is. Like, I mean, maybe a niche and an audience that doesn't exist yet right now. And there will be other people who do what you do. And so going and literally reading the words of your ideal customers in their comment section can be a really great way to kind of see what they're asking for, what's missing. I also like to see people kind of Google so you can go to a YouTube channel with a similar type of content to what you want to do, filter the video based on most popular, most views, and you can kind of get an idea of the type of content that people are searching for on YouTube. Now, of course, another big caveat to that
अब चेहरा कलर देखो और पूरी मूवी
is, I'm not saying copy. You know, I'm not saying go to another channel and just remake the same video with the same title, the same thumbnail, and go, okay, great, that's working. Look at it, analyze it, and think, wow, that's super insightful, but I actually have something to share based on that topic, so I think I can create a video that will address.
Yeah, we want to ask you your take about the upcoming election in Australia. What's your take?
What do you mean?
Who are you going to vote for?
Can I be honest?
Yeah, tell me.
I'm a 26-year-old and I've never voted in my whole entire
You
life.
need to vote this time around. Things need to change. So, about Albanese and Peter Dutton, what do you have to say about the tournament?
I feel like Peter Dutton is a very controversial person, and personally, I wouldn't vote for him.
So, what do you think Albanese can do to make Australia a better place?
I didn't say that I'd vote for Albanese.
You already saying Peter Dutton is a controversial personnel.
Yeah, I just think he's a bit of a piece of shit. And he has really fucked up ways of dealing with people like